Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. A sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Hello, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helvagoat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I give my friends a big fat purple worm.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Andy.
Well, is it untrue? I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him. But tonight, I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway, playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, ignore me desperately changing sound levels. My name is Galway, pronouns he, him, and I play Charity, or Caloran Charity of the Family. His pronouns are also he, him.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Burbage Kemp.
Hey everybody, yes, my name is Adam. I use the pronouns they or he, and my character is Burbage Kemp, and he uses he, him, his.
Lena, playing the Goliath Barbarian Stormbringer.
Hi, my pronouns are she, her, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her.
Rachel, playing the Gnomish Artificer Clem.
Oh, hey, I'm Rachel, and I play Clem, like Andy already said, and we're both she, her, hers.
And Darcy, playing the Tiefling Cleric Hakari.
Hello, I'm Darcy. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and Hakari's are she, her, hers.
Excellent. So, friends, welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We have 3 podcasts feeds that we'd love you to check out wherever you find your podcasts. Goats and Dragons, which is this one. We have Helpful Goat Presents, where we play shorter campaigns, one-shots, and right now we are immersed in the world of Tier on that, which is amazing and fun and just a ton of variety and lots of different cast members to play with, which is fun. We also have Dom and Dragons, which is the 25-episode campaign where we played D&D with actor Dominic Monaghan, which was a blast. So check out any of those if you want some more Helpful Goat in your life. We are affiliate on Twitch, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. And anyone who has Twitch Prime through Amazon Prime, you can subscribe for free to us. I think it's called Prime Gaming, which will allow you to have a free subscription that you can use on a content creator. And if you don't use it on us, hey, use it on another small content creator. It's really helpful. It does pay us, and it's absolutely free for you. So something to think about. We do have other ways to support us. If you type !merch in the chat, you'll get linked up with our merch page, which has inside jokes and art and all kinds of amazing things from a lot of our campaigns. If you type !ko-fi or coffee into the chat, you can get linked up to our coffee page and, just support us directly and buy us a coffee. It does mean a lot to us, and it goes straight into, producing content for everyone. Like making sure that we, have the right equipment, that we, have songs and art and everything that we need to make our janky production at times amazing and beautiful and wonderful also. And if you like us and you just want to hang out with us, !Discord in the chat, and that will give you a link to our Discord, where I would say it's the hub of our community. This is where we hang out most of the time. We just the other night watched Over the Garden Wall together. That was brilliant. Adam and I have been playing a lot of Mysterium that anyone can join us at any time.
Wow,
and
Joel
play with
doesn't
us.
count. That's rough.
He's been
Joel's
playing
not-
some Mysterium, not a lot. Like
Yeah,
us.
and Joel's not
I-
here, but Joel is wonderful, and you should check Joel out in the current tier campaign
Check Joel out.
that Galway's GM.
Or on
Um,
DreamWorks Instagram today.
Indeed. And sorry, yeah, that totally distracted me, and I was thinking
I'm
it's Joel, it's
so
Joel, it's Joel,
sorry.
it's Joel. Just my brain went on a loop for a second there.
Come on, the GMs have a precarious hold on being able to get through the intro material anyway.
I know this.
It is true. So you can hang out with us on our Discord, !Discord. And Goy, would you talk about !donate real quick?
Absolutely. Helpful Goat, we'd like to encourage people to support worthy causes, contributing time, effort, monetary resources, etc. Right now, the !donate command goes to a list of resources to help support safe legal abortion access for all people, as it's a vital form of healthcare that is currently under a little bit of attack here in America. So if you have the time, the energy, the resources, mental, emotional, monetary, or otherwise, please check that out. And as always, we encourage you, look in your local community if this is a cause you care about for different ways to help. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I believe we have Chelsea's poem as well. Chelsea's one of our community members that just constantly writes us the most amazing poems when we go live. That's awesome. Would someone like to read that tonight?
I can do it.
Thank you.
Fire in a frozen land coming in hot. An attempt at caution and stealth, but success the family found not. A dangerous creature to encounter in this sandy place. Perhaps it can be vanquished with serious resting Burbage face.
God, that's good.
Chaos and delight reign in the tempting of gods and fate. Stream can see and hear you, and much love as you face everything on tonight's session plate.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Love it.
Yay!
I like
Chelsea,
session
you're amazing.
plate.
Session plate is good.
It's great.
Amazing. And I think that's our announcements for now. We'll mention at the end again, but we are in the midst of Halloween games this month, which is just chocked full of a whole bunch of one-shots and stuff GM'd by community members and played in with community members. And we have a lot of them. The last one was great that Adam GM'd. And I think our next one is next Wednesday.
You can speak,
I believe
Lena.
Lena can, but Lena's not gonna. It's the 19th. Yeah, whatever that is. So yeah, check that out as well. And yeah, I think then we are pretty good to go into tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons, The Fates of Ryn. Previously on Goats and Dragons, Fates of Ryn. As Burbage and Clem venture out alone into the night, they discover the man Meepus asked them to burgle, Mr. Laram Pontsmythe. Something is weird about him, but also they did let him know that Meepus was interested in attempting to steal something of his. He seemed quite interested in that. But they did part ways eventually, and on their way back to Hikari's mom's place, they found Meepus. He had slipped past Stormbringer in the night and was led by his blade, the very same blade which tried to take over Vimeris, to find Burbage and end him. Meepus is, of course, no match for two members of the family, however, and in the morning when Charity wakes, he is greeted by a bound and gagged Meepus and two sheepish-looking friends. Persuading Meepus to finally take them into the city through a novel path, Meepus reminds them that he knows not what this route will hold. The family slips around the north side of Federo, closer to the gathering armies of flame, gathering for an attack, and wound up at a nearly buried old temple. A temple of Ryn, as it turns out. This is the entrance to the novel path Meepus will take them on. Stepping into this new place, the gang realizes it is immediately trapped with thunder sigils. This first trap hurts a few members of the family pretty severely and nearly kills poor Meepus. Stepping into the large central room, a raised stone platform upon which had once rested a statue of Ryn, the group realizes that there are traps on the adjoining hallways, and when looked at from all angles, the statue's proper place glows, not grow. Hikari touches that glowing Ryn and connects with some untapped power, while a giant purple worm, summoned by the thunderous vibrations of the previous trap, crashes through the sandstone floor like this, and sets its sights on attacking the family members before it. Oh, and no one can use magic here except Hikari.
This is a side note.
Side note.
Just to yada yada the fact that Charity's going to be like, well, here I am.
Tonight, I think I'd like to begin with Hikari.
Did we already roll initiative?
I don't believe so.
God. Oh yeah, Kari's. Oh yeah, something's going on with Kari. I forgot.
Oh, fuck. Ow, ow, ow. Cat. Oh, the pain. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Now, Hikari, while you were a minute ago in a sandstone temple with all of your friends, you are now in the woods. A wood that seems just ever changing. You see mushrooms growing quickly on the ground, spreading and moving, dying and decaying very quickly. You see moss growing on the sides of trees quickly. And my dog in the background. Strange noises in the woods. It is dark for a moment, and then looking over your shoulder, you do see firelight from a campfire not far away. What would you like to do?
I would like to go towards the campfire, please.
You head to the campfire. The twilight evening of the wind through the branches kind of creaks and moans the trees. And
That was one good tree moan.
You sit down next to the fire, and it's warm and comforting. And as you do, you're alone. And it feels odd. Mogan.
That's the sound of my heart.
It's just so perfect.
Every time there's a dramatic pause, and you feel.
Should I go check on him, make sure he's not stuck somewhere?
No,
I'm gonna keep doing it.
maybe.
D&D's more important.
D&D's more important. He's fine. He's just in the other room talking. Okay, I'll check real quick. All right.
He might be stuck behind the couch.
Okay,
He
this is
probably
gonna stay in the
if he is,
podcast,
he's-
right?
If he is, he can get out. He just doesn't like to do it. He's just laying there.
He's just in front of the couch.
He's sitting in front of the couch talking at it.
Wow.
He was very upset with me because I took a nap earlier and wasn't paying attention to him.
That's so rude, Darcy.
I know.
So rude of you.
I'd wake up and his face was like right here by me on the couch. He just wants someone to pay attention to him. Okay, you're fine, dude.
He has a bone, and he put the bone on the couch and then was just talking at it.
Makes sense.
I love it. Where were we? Oh,
I'm at the fireside. Campfire.
you are correct. Listening to some of the crickets around you, the campfire crackling, you get all of a sudden an incredibly calming sense, Hakari. You feel at peace. Every muscle in your body just sort of loosens. And you just kind of slump down, staring into the fire. To the point where you don't see the person sitting across from you. Hakari, if you don't mind, would you describe what your god Eris looks like?
Did you say god or are they god or goddess?
Goddess.
Goddess. I should know this, right? So she has like pale white skin and long white hair that like flows down her back, and then these golden antlers on top of her head, like stag antlers, and wears these like robes with a belt tied around it, and the robes are like kind of like autumn fall leaf colors, and then the belt is like a sky blue. That's what she looks like.
Excellent. You see the manifestation of Eris across from you. She's only ever come to you before in patches of beetles on the ground or swirling leaves, the embers of a fire or flakes of snow. You've never seen her, and yet you know exactly who this is. And she's poking the fire with a rather large stick. She's kind of smiling at you. Hakari Demarian, you are so amazing. Welcome to what I suppose is woods. I don't know where we are exactly. Maybe from a memory of yours? Do you recognize this place?
I look around. I don't think so.
You've lived so long, haven't you? You've forgotten most of who you are. Sure. That makes sense, I guess. Well, I suppose I've come to realize that what we thought was initially necessary, your prolonged longevity, your ability to recycle and be born again every single time.
Oh, you mean my curse?
Did you think of it as a curse?
Well, let's see. I don't even know how old I am. I go through life, I lose everyone and everything, then I die, then I come back. Does that sound like not a curse to you?
That does sound pretty bad, and when you put it like that, sure. We never asked you, if you wanted this, did we?
Nope.
Akari Demarian, this will be your last life. This is it.
My eyes get really big.
You've suffered so much. You've gone through more than anyone could ask of anyone. I want to be clear. I want this to be a decision that you make. I'm going to offer you right now this place around us, the crickets, the moss on the trees, the woods around you. This seems idyllic for you. If you want, you could stay here.
Stay here, and I mean, what's the catch?
No catch. You've already done more than anyone could ask of you. This could be it. You could have tasted the last of pain and loss. You could just stay. Live out your days however you'd like to. You're done with the cycle. You deserve peace. Akari Demarian, if you want, this is your death.
That's it? I don't have to feel any pain or say goodbye or anything?
No. You're not great with goodbyes. I do
True.
know that.
True. It's kind of on the plus side. That was my point. I mean, am I here alone?
If you wish. If you don't wish, perhaps spirits, people, illusions would come by, say hi, spend as much time as you'd like with you. But you could always call upon them again. No one is truly gone here.
I think you're gonna have to show me a little more.
Well, perhaps I start by showing you what you're leaving. Because here is the proposal. You can stay here in peace. Or you could finish what you and your friends started. That world, it's doomed without each and every one of you, including you. But of course, if you if you see this as your earned reward at this moment, now, you never have to go back.
I mean, isn't the world always kind of doomed? Like, is it really my problem that the world's always doomed?
Of course not. No. No. And you've done more than your part to help make it better. A couple times making it worse, but mostly to help make it better. But even if you don't quite admit it to yourself, I do see a bit of longing in you still for those around you. For example, let us look on what is going on right now in your absence. And she waves her hand over the fire. Her antlers begin to glow a golden light. The fire grows very quickly until it seems to consume your entire vision, Hikari. And you fade out of the woods into the rest of you, who now face a purple worm. And I need each of you to roll initiative. Hikari, also go ahead and roll initiative.
I rolled a 12.
I feel like I have advantage on initiative, but I have to scroll through all of my things to tell me why.
Clue and I both rolled a 4.
9.
12.2 for garbage.
Looks like we might have
9.1.
just cleared clues though.
Oh, sorry.
He's 6.15.
Guess I don't. I'm just imagining things.
I have that from my dagger.
I have it.
6.1. Woo!
This is legitimately some of the worst initiative just all the way across the board that I've ever
Right?
seen.
The worm
This is-
also rolled terribly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like everybody kind of just takes a second to stop, look at each other, and be like,
Have a cup
Okay.
of tea.
okay,
Burbage, what was yours?
12.2.
12.2.
it's in there.
Clem, you were
6.1.
6.1. Stormbringer, and okay, I think we're good then.
Does Randolph
right.
just go on Clem's turn? Or is...
Oh yeah, does Randolph get his own, or
I believe it goes in your turn, or we can say that just to keep it easier.
I think he goes like maybe right after my turn or something.
Sure. Okay, we can do that.
I could look it up. I just had it up recently.
So luckily, the purple worm seems to be going last.
Okay.
So, before you, you see this worm shaking and trembling the stone around you. Dust is falling from the ceiling as it's just kind of moving and slithering its way fully out of its hole before you. It is humongous. It is gigantic. Its maw could swallow Clue and Charity and Stormbringer easily. This is a nasty, nasty foe. And we begin the fight with Burbage Kemp.
Clue's initiative disappeared again, by the way.
Wow.
I have it as 6.15 here.
Also, I didn't click my token. Do you want me to roll again so it shows up?
Oh yes, sure, thank you.
I can't see clues in the initiative order. It's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
show up
weird.
for us.
Okay,
Oh, it's because his rolls are still 2 GM, so it's hidden
Oh,
even
yeah,
from me, even though I have control of Clue. That's fine. I'm just like, I don't
That
want to
makes
forget
sense.
Clue.
Yeah.
He's far more useful than I am at the moment.
Is there some administrative stuff being done right now, or should I be going?
2.1.
Yeah, do your thing.
Oh, what's my thing, Andy?
Scream. Hold your action.
What do you mean? What's your thing?
Basically, alcoholism and sarcasm, but I don't think those are gonna.
Here's the thing. So,
Yeah.
First of all, I have a question.
Great.
What did Burbage and Vimeris' sword have some kind of relationship that led to Vimeris' sword, like, trying to talk Mapus into killing Burbage, or does the sword just like speak to that person's like desires, pre-existing desires?
Right. So, from what you remember of Vimeris, it did seem to speak to a desire for vengeance specifically. It it wanted to aid Vimeris in finding the Trice scarred elf.
Indeed. All right. Okay. So Burbage isn't taking it personally.
And then kind of encouraged him to kill everyone else along the way.
Anyone who got in his way, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I was just curious.
Okay.
All right. Well, so we know that Mapus is on the verge of death. He's only got 1 hit point, I think.
4
And
total right now.
4, and he doesn't have a weapon because we took Vimeris' sword from him.
Correct.
I mean, Burbage could give him a spare weapon, but is it going to do any good? Like, is Mapus even going to fight? Would you give me a free insight roll?
Yeah, it'll be a little harder, but a very quick insight onto Mepus, who's standing next to Clem.
Like, maybe he's just close enough to death that he would be like all devil may care and actually like, I don't know. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
That's a 22 insight.
Great. Mepus looks terrified right now. He's eyeing the exits. He's eyeing the other hallways going off this place.
Yeah, the other hallways. We came up through the southern hallway.
Yes. And you do remember the other hallways have the traps that you've seen but haven't disarmed or anything.
We set off the one coming up through here.
Yeah.
And where exactly was the trap in the south hallway? And what did the trap, the result of the trap, the thunder damage, did it like emanate out in a particular direction, or
all around it in a radius of like 10 or 15 feet ish?
Okay. All right.
I have another question since we're asking questions.
Let's
I know
do
it's
it.
not my turn, but
Yeah.
are those traps like kind of at the mouth of the tunnels, like
Right, about 10 feet in.
pinging there? Like, are they pretty close to the radius could get into the room if Mepus runs and sets them off?
Yeah, so it's on about 10 feet into each hallway. On
And
like
the
the
radius
north
you
wall.
said was like 15.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Correct. All right. What you doing, Burbage?
And we have a sense. I forget if the characters discussed it in the last session, but there is some kind of sense of magic doesn't work down here. Like Charity would have shared that.
You all explicitly know. Clem and
Very
I were
much so.
talking
We
about
know
it
that.
out loud when everyone was
Okay.
around.
Hikari was the only one that could use magic here. And if you glance over at Hikari, her eyes are completely golden. Her hair is golden. She just looks in in a state of not being here right now.
Okay. Burbage does a quick mental calculus about the situation, assessing it, and realizes that it's not great. He runs away with Meepus. They get married and open a farm.
Aww.
No.
They
The
open
end.
a farm. No. Okay. Burbage will. Does the ring of spell storing that Burbage has, using that, is that an item use, or I forget
Yes,
how
it would
that,
be an item use.
which is an action?
Or a cunning action, I believe, for you as a rogue, as your particular type of rogue.
Okay. What's the range of fairy fire? 60 feet. Okay, so Burbage will immediately try to cast fairy fire on this worm
Okay.
from where he is.
That's a dex save, I believe. Super dexterous, this one. Oh, God. He rolled a nat 20 on his dex save, which is a total of 18.
I'm okay. Wait. Fairy fire is like what, a 20-foot cube of dust. That's the same fucking thing the monster is.
Yes.
How do these not intersect in some way?
Yeah, it should have disadvantage on its saving throw because of how big it is.
Okay. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it again. This isn't Andy scared for his friends. This is totally normal. 11 this time.
And that's against Clem's spell save DC, so that should work pretty easy.
Yeah. The creature lights up in what color flame, Clem?
Oh, green.
In a ghostly green flame.
Purple and green.
Green flame.
Okay.
From the back, Charity. Oh, good. Now it's on fire.
Is this fairy fire?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so I thought. Sorry.
Oh, right. So those are my fast hands that allowed me to use my cunning action to take and use an object. Okay, so I still have
Action, bonus action, move.
No, I have action and movement. That was my bonus action. Right.
That was your cunning action, I believe.
Which is a bonus
Cunning
action.
action is the
Oh,
bonus
which
action.
Cunning
that
action
your
is just a
bonus.
thing that expands the list of
Yes, yes, yes.
options for bonus actions.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. Burbage will step forward 10 feet and try to hit this thing with.
Okay.
He's going to use his hand crossbow.
All right.
And he's going to try to use his last walloping bolt
Okay.
on it. So I will roll with my hand crossbow and see what happens.
You have advantage.
You do have advantage.
That's what fairy fire
Because of the fairy fire, I shall roll the crossbow again. So with advantage, that walloping bolt fucking wallops with a 19.
Nice.
What are the chances?
Did you roll a 19? I don't think you rolled a
My second. Oh, well,
I think you rolled a 9 technically, and then
but the
got
result
to 19.
isn't. Yeah, but that counts, right?
It's on a roll of a 19 or 20
Wait, what?
when the dice
on the dice.
Yeah.
It's the raw die, not the modified value.
What? Since when?
Yeah, that's what we always said. That's what,
Yeah.
or that's what we were supposed to always do, I guess.
Well, I was just looking at the value, so
Fair,
I guess
fair.
it doesn't wallop then.
Doesn't wallop. Though it does hit. Slips in. The bolt slips into one of its massive carapace plates, and it finds purchase for 7 damage.
Now, what the damage automatically rolled as the attack roll?
Yes, it seems to have.
How is it? Oh, it was calculated by rolling 1d6 plus 5. So the damage roll was the d6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the
It was a
twos.
2.
Yeah.
I'm not. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack's damage dice, and you must use the new roll. And that's once per turn. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my piercer feat and re-roll a d6.
Let's do it. Oh, great start. Great start.
Quick
So
note.
that's a 6 then, huh?
Quick note. Normally, I don't like to talk on other players' turns, but this is important. Rogues get sneak attack anytime they attack with advantage.
Yes.
Oh
true.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
no
I forget.
longer. I always forget because it's always so connected to like
Other people are
bordering
hiding.
allies. Cool. Well then, that might have reduced by 1, but now I get sneak attack, which I shall roll now.
Jesus, you fucking rogue.
26 plus.
That was even a
Many
bad
dice.
roll. That's mostly 1s and 2s.
Yeah, that's a bad roll. Fuck.
26 damage. All right. The 26 damage, as it was looking over who it wants to snack on first, your bolt finds purchase in a very sensitive spot. 26 damage.
Cool. Cool. Burbage will use the rest of his movement and try to just go over here.
Okay.
And he's gonna call out as he runs. Did any of you see that play in Federo? Tremors? Because it might be relevant now. That's it.
Okay.
Too busy trying to avoid being arrested.
Yeah.
Stormbringer, your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move. Bonus action, Rage On. Make a DC 18 Dex save.
All right.
We've at least learned it's not dexterous.
Correct. It rolled 13.
Take 11 lightning damage. Make a DC 18 strength save.
Probably is stronger than dexterous.
It rolled a 4 on the dice, which is only a 13 total.
Sweet. So it's its speed is reduced to 0 until the start of my next turn as magical frost covers it.
Excellent.
Thank God. Okay. That was all my movement, so hopefully it doesn't have reach. And I'm going to use my action to drink the potion of boldness that Clem gave me. So I get to roll a d4 and add the number rolled just once. I roll it now, and then I add that number to every attack roll and saving throw for the next minute, correct?
I believe that was Rachel's description of it.
2.
2's good.
And then I also
Yep, so you
get
add that to
2d6
every
plus
attack
5
and
temp
save.
HP. Cool.
Yep.
All right.
And my temp HP is
13.
Thank you. And that's my turn.
All right. Everyone who's mostly focused on the worm, there's kind of a golden sort of shock of light from behind, and Hikari, who's standing there, just blank stare on her face. You see her drop to her knees at this point, still with her hand touching where the statue should be in its glowing presence. Charity of the family.
Charity has a pair of magical daggers out. Gonna look at the worm. Yeah, not a lot I'm doing there. Bonus action, I will sprout my wings.
Okay.
But seeing Hikari drop to her knees, I'm actually going to go over here and I want to see how she's doing. Do I think she's like now being harmed and that's like why her body is dropping, etc.?
Yeah, give me a med check.
16.
Right now she immediately looks kind of dehydrated. Her eyes are sunken in a bit. Her sort of cheeks look a little bit thinner. It kind of feels like she's being weakened a bit here.
Do I think that she's actually literally dehydrating or something else?
Right, it's hard to tell. She's involved in obviously an extremely magical thing right now. It's probably something else.
Could I use my action to try to make an Arcana check on that?
Yeah, let's do it.
11.
11.
Actually, I'm going to spend a sorcery point.
Okay.
To re-roll it. 24. I like
24 is way better. With a 24, you get the sense that Hikari her mind is not here, that she is dealing with something else currently, and that the sort of process of what's going on here is draining her. That this is not a thing that her body can take for, at this rate, maybe like 5 or 6 minutes. If this continues, Hikari might die.
So not something that needs to be worried about during the battle, necessarily.
Necessarily, no.
Gotcha.
Okay. I think that was my movement and my action and bonus action to sprout wings. So I'm going to just sort of take cover here behind the rubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and Clue.
Clue. Get horses. Yeah, sure, fuck it. He's gonna launch into the air. How tall is the ceiling, and does the worm like reach the ceiling?
The ceiling is about 40 feet up, and it goes up about 20 feet.
Okay, so he'll hover so that he's in hit range of it. But up. And then he's going to try to kick its face in.
Excellent.
12.
A 12. Yeah, its kick just glances off of the.
Is there any advantage from it not moving, or
Oh,
no?
no, it's
yeah,
fairy
it does
fire.
have
Oh, it's got advantage because fairy fire. Duh.
Fuck, now I've forgotten it. Jesus. 23!
A 23 does hit it.
Oh, right. I can probably click. Who's a good boy?
That's actually
17 bludgeoning and 6 fire.
Okay.
Blue gives a triumphant whinny and snort.
All right. It stays there then. Clue.
I think Clue understands the concept of a attack of opportunity.
Fair. Clementine. Hikari's practicing.
I can't look at the info button.
You're good. You're good.
Sorry.
Does it Sorry, brain working. Excuse me. I'm going to use my stored spell, or I'm going to try to, in my. Why can't I think of the word?
Focus.
Focus.
Thank you. Focus. Which is acid arrow, and I'm going to attempt to hit it, and I get advantage, right?
If it goes off, which it does,
Yay!
the stored spell item does go off in this instance, and you fire a dark green acid arrow that's bubbling through the air as it streaks toward
28.
and finds purchase on this creature.
Yay! It's a 10 acid damage. And then also, it will take 2d4 acid damage at the end of its next turn.
Great. All right.
So don't forget that.
If you please will remember that.
Oh, I would never.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I can. And then, so that was an action, right? To utilize
Yes.
the. Could I hand off the potion to Burbage as a bonus action?
You could
Do I
even
feel-
feed it to him, I'd say.
As a bonus action?
Well, not that as a bonus action, but
Okay.
yeah, well, I'd say you can hand it off though easily if you
Okay,
want.
so I'm gonna run over to Burbage. I have exactly 25 feet of movement.
Great.
And I am going to hand him the potion of resilience. And I'm
Okay.
going to say, hey, I can't heal you, but this is the best I can do.
Sounds good.
Clem, this is neither the time nor the place to drink alcohol.
It's always the time and the place to drink alcohol.
Touche.
And that is all my stuff.
Randolph.
Fuck. Randolph can bite for one damage. Or channel spells for me. So I'm gonna just say,
Is Randolph a big believer in Ryn? There might be a loophole.
who
Rindolph.
knows? Hey, I'm gonna say, Randolph, go hide next to Hikari. Especially since Burbage doesn't need him for sneak attack stuff. So, can he go to next to Hikari, or?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he hops over the
Cool.
over the thing through the illusory image of
Nice.
Ryn, and then gets real close to Hikari. Don't touch me.
Hey, buddy.
All right. The worm rears back, looks, not with eyes, of course, but it senses exactly where each of you are. And it's going to go ahead and take a bite at Clue. That is a 28 to hit.
That hits.
20 piercing damage. And Clue needs to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sorry, how much damage?
20.
Five's probably not going to be enough. Anything?
Yeah. As Clue is flying through the air, just the worm. And then you see swallowing Clue whole. Clue is now inside of the worm. Okay.
That's fucked up.
Yes. Meepus looks around, looks terrified, doesn't understand what to do. He rushes over to you, Burbage, and he says, hey, give me one of the crossbows. Give me one of your crossbows.
Are you letting me react?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Can I do an insight roll now to see if he's
No.
actually gonna? God damn it! But my insight earlier is that he's terrified.
He's absolutely scared. Yeah.
Oh, God damn it. Burbage, we'll fucking give him, we're just gonna shimmy off of his arm the second offhand crossbow.
All right.
You better fucking use it.
Just shut the fuck up, you bitch! I hate you.
You
And he very quickly points it and fires.
Fires at the worm, correct?
At the worm. Rolled a
Okay.
9. Yeah, doesn't hit.
With advantage?
He has advantage.
Oh, he does have advantage. You are correct.
I think everyone so far has managed to forget that advantage.
Yeah. 17 hits the carapace and ping shoots off, doing no damage.
What the fuck is its AC?
Shit. And
Higher
then
than 17.
he moves away behind you. I'm sorry. I didn't do its second attack here. So
That's your fault.
Stormbringer, please. Let's see here. Oh, and it takes.
Well,
yes.
if you're allowing that, then it also
Yeah,
takes
100%.
7 acid damage.
Yep, let's do that.
I wrote it on his little token.
Yeah. Stormbringer, 25 to hit you.
That hits.
Oops. Please.
I'm guessing it has reach, right? Since it can't move.
Yep.
It
has
must.
10 foot on its stinger and its bite, which is wild. 23 piercing damage.
11.
What's 23 divided by 2?
11.
Kids learning math at home, it's not, but D&D rounds down for damage.
And give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
You have a buff to that by 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And a buff +1, too, right? Of my thing.
Jesus.
So
24.
26.
All right.
26.
26. Sorry. Yeah,
The
26.
thingy.
Please take half of 74.
What is half of 74?
37.
Jesus Christ, what?
37, okay.
That was a potential total of 97 damage. Burbage, back to you.
Burbage saw that happen.
Its tail whipped around, its stinger plunged into Stormbringer. As it pulled out, this wild purple liquid streaks through the air, dripping now from Stormbringer's wound.
Fuck yeah. Well, Burbage knows his abilities. Burbage knows that he's a pretty dexterous guy.
Just so we know, this isn't going to affect much, but Clue is inside the worm, no longer engaged with the worm in 5 feet.
Sure.
But it's also fairy fire. Also good.
Burbage. I told you what the potion did, right? If you take it,
Yes. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah.
it's +1 to AC and then 2d6 +5 temporary hit points.
All right. Burbage will use his fast hands. He'll go ahead and drink that, the potion of resilience. So it's plus how many hit points?
2d6 +5.
2d6. 10, so 15 temporary
pretty
hit
good.
points. I'll go ahead and log those in his temporary hit points field, so those get spent first. we'll just remember that his AC is 19. And he's going to, out of brave concern for his friend Stormbringer, and also the fact that Meepus has a crossbow. Burbage knows that his crossbow is not as powerful as Brightfang.
Yeah.
Burbage is moving forward to within a. Yeah, I know it's not right. I know.
I'm also just gonna say you do have spiritual weapon from Charity, which you know hits like a fucking truck.
No,
Yeah.
Burbage doesn't know that because every time he's tried to cast it, it didn't fucking work. So character-wise,
Yeah, easy.
let's be fucking honest here. It pisses me off. I hate magic and TNT. What's the point? What's the point of having cool spells if they don't hit 100% of the time? Burbage is rushing forward. He's concerned about Stormbringer. He has the dodge action. He's going to be fine. He's going to move. I'm trying to move him. Okay, within like he's going to move up there, and he's going to hold his attack action for if the worm tries to hit him. He's going to attack it with Brightfang. Can I do that?
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Or if he comes within, would it make sense to stand right next to Stormbringer? So that if he tries to hit Stormbringer, Burbage can also hit him?
Either one. Yeah. Whatever works.
If he hits either me or
If he gets
Stormbringer.
closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or tries to.
Sure. Stormbringer, your turn.
I am moving in between Burbage and the worm, and shouting at him in my battle voice. Get back, little man! I can take this. I'm all beefy fucking shit. You're a little child, man. You gotta stay back.
You just got stung!
What's a stinger gonna do to you? You're like a quarter of my size!
Touche! I think the potion of resilience emboldened him. That's the additional narrative roleplay reason.
Okay. And I have advantage, so I don't need to recklessly attack, because I can't get more advantage than advantage, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna swing with my giant Oni glaive at it.
Giant Oni glaive.
Is a 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
How much is my rage?
Don't forget you
damage?
have advantage, so you might get a nat 20.
Oh my god, I just said that and then forgot. Okay, the second one was just a normal 20, not a nat 20, so it's 23. Yeah. And my rage does additional +4, so 21 magical slashing damage on the first attack.
Okay. You carve into it with the Oni's glaive a bit of a red and black kind of liquid spouts out of it.
I guess it was actually a 25. Not that it matters. I need
Fair.
to remember I have the additional +2. Okay. Second attack with the giant Oni. Does a 20... No, advantage.
It's okay.
Hey! Crit hit!
Ooh!
I almost never crit.
Hell yeah!
So it's a 33 to hit.
Snap
How-
off its tail!
Is it
Oh,
teeth
yeah,
break
just
or its
snap-
tail?
Oh.
Some of its teeth crack as it goes to bite at you, and you
Wait, what do you mean
slash
some?
through its
Because
feet.
weapon breaks mean it doesn't get to use the weapon anymore. So that would mean it doesn't get to use
Yeah.
its bite anymore.
No, it doesn't have a weapon, but
So its tail. No, its stinger is its weapon.
it's pieces of its body, sure.
Precedent has
We'll
been
give you
set
some.
for this in the world of Banya. In Dawn and Dragons, that thing that we fought when what's his name from Critical Role visited us.
Sam Riegel.
His Sam Riegel, his stinger broke. Not Sam Riegel's stinger, but the the monsters.
Jesus.
A much
go.
less powerful thing. Yes. Yes.
Also,
Okay.
I mean, Bright Fang is a tooth and it's a weapon, so I mean.
That is more in defense of Andy's point.
But yeah.
I never crit, and I've had 3 hours of sleep. Walk me through what I'm doing here. I have brutal critical, but I don't think I have it like turned on to anything. Do I?
No,
Wait,
but
do I?
you just roll another
What are my
die.
dice
Brutal
rolls?
critical, I don't think is
Yeah.
turned on.
Okay.
That is
So-
not. So you roll another d10.
Yeah. It's just. Oh wait, was it 3 + 4 on the 14? So that was a 3 and a 4, and then a 5, 1 and 1.
Yeah. So is it turned on?
I think it did.
No,
roll
it was
twice.
rolling 2d10 and a crit.
Oh no, 2d10
So
regularly.
it's
Okay. Yeah.
I'll see if there's a setting I can turn it on, so we don't have to do this every time I occasionally crit.
No, you're good.
So it's
Another 2.
27 plus 4 is 31 damage.
Nice.
and also crit table.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the magic.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
that
right,
was
right,
the
right. Sorry,
whole
sorry, sorry.
discussion
Forgot.
The weapon breaks. Not.
And then it needs to make a DC 18 dex save.
Will it do less damage with its poor broken teeth?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
Ave is a 0.
Wow. So it'll take 7 lightning damage,
Okay.
and then DC 18 strength save.
It in fact dodges straight into the lightning bolt. Hi, Zaggy.
21 for strength.
Okay, so that doesn't do anything. So it has its normal speed. And oh wait, there was one other thing I was supposed to do. When you score, I have slasher now. When you score a critical hit that deals slashing damage to a creature, which this is, you grievously wound it. Until the start of your next turn, the target has disadvantage on all attack rolls.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Okay, I think that's all my shit. I'm done.
All right. Charity.
It just ate my horse. Akari seems out of it and is dying from the spell,
Yeah.
it seems like. I get the sense that her mind is somewhere else magically.
Yes. You're not sure how much she's aware of what's going on here. Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll just say that I try it and then we can see what happens. Charity is quite good at following mental connections. I would like to put a hand on Hikari's shoulder and try to open myself to whatever is flowing through her.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Give me an Arcana check.
14, I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Fuck. 11.
14 is not quite enough, though. You think that something like this is possible. You feel almost like you're connecting. Just something is resisting you right now.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was eating an apple.
Cool.
Could I flash a
Oh.
genius that
You could flash a genius.
to make it a 19?
You can flash genius ability checks, right?
Yeah.
Let me
I'm
check.
pretty sure. I think it's like any of the
believe so.
D20 rolls.
Flash of genius. Ability check or saving throw.
Beautiful.
Flash of Genius not spell?
No, it's an
No, it's
artificer
an ability.
It's a
ability.
class ability.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Essentially, yeah, Clem, you're sort of watching what's happening. You're just racking your brain for some sort of link or something like this, and you just have heard every once in a while Hikari in a drunken state talk about returning to the woods or going back to the woods, and you shout over there to Charity to latch onto something like that, and Charity then with a 19 Arcana check. You're able to, well, What everyone else sees is Charity slumped to the ground next to Akari.
Blood just goes,
Yay.
fuck.
Clem's like, I shouldn't have given him advice. Ah, fuck. Ah, normally it's better than that.
And we will soon figure out what all that happens, but it appears that you've been successful and made a connection. Interesting. Okay. Clue is going to take 23 damage.
I don't want that though.
And is stuck right now inside of the purple worm.
But can't he attack?
He is restrained.
So he attacks with disadvantage.
Blinded and restrained. Can still attack. Yeah.
Can he not, if he needs to, escape to the ethereal plane or whatever the fuck it is, also?
He could, but he really didn't want to go there.
Yeah, but he can just go there and then come right back in a spot that's not inside a giant worm.
I mean,
Maybe the creepy Slenderman will help us fight the worm.
I'm sure.
no, Charity and Clue are pretty clear that the ethereal plane is a no-go right now. But anyway, attack!
All right.
I needed to roll another one for that. Sorry.
All good.
Mother of God, Clue is a monster.
Clue hits.
Kick him in the colon. $25 total.
Damn.
Interesting. As this burning, kicking horse from inside this thing is wreaking havoc, it's enough to be spit out again of this massive creature, who kind of shoots Clem, sliding across the ground a little bit, covered in kind of a purple goo.
I'm covered in something?
Not Clem, I'm sorry, Clue. Yeah.
Oh. I was like, what?
Oh God, what did I miss? All right, so and then I think it is Clem's turn.
Clementine, your turn.
Okay. As an action, so I'm gonna pull out my alchemy jug.
Okay.
And as an action, I am going to say acid, and I'm gonna have it fill with acid.
Gotcha. All right. You now have a jug of acid.
And I'm just gonna sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Let me see. I want to see how close I need to move to be able to move up to it the next round. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So I'm going to move up to like here, because that's within 25 feet for me to do it next round.
Okay.
And that's it. Very exciting.
As this thing is... Oh, does it take any more acid damage, or is that done?
Just once.
Okay. So as this thing is rearing, it's sort of black and red blood sort of spurting out over Burbage and Stormbringer. Clue's trying to slowly get up off the ground, covered in goo. It looks around. It rears back and shoots a purple and red mist. I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
How the fuck does this asshole have range? It's a worm.
It has a breath weapon. I'm sorry, dexterity saving.
Yeah, I was gonna say Constitution. What the fuck?
Yeah, not a dexterity saving.
I'd rather do Constitution.
Charity and Hikari are going to fail this.
Cloak
They're
of
shielded by the statue, I would like to argue.
also
A little
Cloak of
bit.
Evasion when I fail a dexterity saving throw, I can succeed instead.
Fair. Your cloak just kind of on its own almost starts to cover you up a little bit.
I got a 13.
As I slumped, it just billowed dramatically.
Yeah.
Lena, don't forget you could add a 2.
I did.
Oh,
I
you
rolled
did,
an
okay.
11.
Fuck. I rolled a
Yeah.
9.
Fuck. No, you're the squishiest.
Yeah, I have over 100 hit points, so at least, I mean, so.
So Burbage rolled a 19, and with his evasion, that means he doesn't take any damage.
If he
If he
saved,
succeeds.
Passes.
if he succeeded, he wouldn't take any damage. Yep.
Wait, fuck.
Yep. I'm afraid that does not succeed.
Jesus Christ.
What?
I like that unconscious Charity in the back of the room is like, wee. Comes back. The fuck happened here?
Hikari, Clem, Stormbringer, please take.
That's
Oh my
way too
God.
many dice. That's way too many dice.
Please take 84 poison damage.
Andy, you knew this thing would kill us all, right? You legit knew that was what was going to happen.
He's gonna
84.
do Sex Machina, Machina, whatever, with Hikari,
Ow!
and we're all gonna be saved by the eagles.
Do I take half of
Hikari's
that?
are eagles.
Hey, be nice.
And then
I use
yes,
Jesus.
yeah.
That more than halved my HP.
I am looking more fucked up than y'all have seen me in
Yeah,
that long.
I
fucking
only have
time.
20 hit points left. That was the first time I've been
Yeah,
hit.
and then the people that saved, please take half of that,
Okay.
which is 42.
Can
Just
I?
Burbage?
No, I
Can
saved.
Burbage and you. Oh, we should roll for. Well, it's not gonna matter.
Is Meepus outrighted?
Meepus
There's no
is
way,
down. Clue is down.
Clue disappears
Disappears. Okay.
because Clue is bonded with Greater Steed. So when he drops to
Gotcha.
0 hit points, he disappears.
Okay.
Oh, thank
that
God. So
mean?
he's not actually dead.
No,
And Randolph is.
he's a summon for me at this point.
Can I say that as part of Burbage's evasion, he like dodged like this way and used his held action to swipe at this guy with Bright Fang? I don't know if that's mechanically kosher, but
Give me an acrobatics check of 20 or above.
oh Jesus! $22.
Then yes.
So I dodged this way, and as I'm dodging past him, taking half damage, I'm going to attack him with Bright Fang.
You can roll one space, I think. I don't think it's going to allow you to move necessarily.
Oh, that's fine. So I roll this way into his
Into his reach, yeah.
All right.
This wasn't an attack, right? Because it should have disadvantage on attacks, but this
It
was
would-
not.
yeah, it
I don't know
didn't-
why I'm
it didn't
asking that.
roll.
I know it wasn't.
Oh.
I just wanted to fit an attack.
So, Stormbringer, Clem, and, well, Hikari, but Hikari not right now. You are stunned as well,
I was going to say, Hikari, already stunned.
already.
What does stunned mean? Mechanically?
Miss your next turn, I believe.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, you can only speak falteringly, can't take any actions or movement.
All right. I'm gonna roll Bright Fang, and at advantage. So I'm gonna roll again.
Yeah.
So it's the 29.
Okay. Definitely hits. You also have sneak attack.
Let's the piercing again was a 2. So again,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to
Yeah. Hey, everything
Reroll
helps.
that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna re-roll that d6 and hopefully get higher than a fucking 2. Yeah, it's a 6.
Okay.
So it's 6 plus
5
6 plus 5 plus 1.
plus 1. Yeah.
So it's
12
12
damage.
piercing, 5 cold,
17.
and I'll do sneak attack. 22.
So that's a total of 39.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At this,
Oh, it still has a second attack, doesn't it?
no, it doesn't multi-attack because it did a breath weapon, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
going to worm out of your way.
Worm out.
Does do I get an opportunity attack, or is that
No,
only when
'cause
entering?
Your reaction is doing your held action.
Randolph, buddy, fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Well, Randolph's down.
for sure.
It is now.
The breath weapon. Yeah.
It is now very curious what's going on back here with all this light and
Fuck off.
everything.
Fuck off.
Moving next to you, Clem, as well. Meepus is down. Burbage.
Does he make a death saving throw?
Yeah.
Oh, what a pity. If only one of our healers or the doctor was there, they would clearly prioritize his continued existence.
Mm-hmm.
I would give Randolph a charge of a med kit and see what he does.
So I guess we don't know the results of Meepus's death saving rolls. Okay.
Remember that I told everyone I had a bunch of healing potions on me
True.
Sure.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Good to
we'll take that into account when somebody we care about is down.
Well, I mean, but Stormbringer's very low.
You can take them
Yeah, and I
before
didn't
you're
know that too.
unconscious.
Well, does Stormbringer have any healing potions?
Does
I'm
Burbage?
sure.
Yeah, I bought some.
Because
I
it's a
don't know
bonus
if I have-
action for you to
let's see.
give it to her.
I know, but there's
Yeah, but
so
I just
many
have the
different.
basic one, so it's gonna give me like 4 HP or something.
And you're pretty bad, huh? Shit.
4 HP is a drop in the ocean that is Stormbringer.
It is,
What'd you
it
think,
is but a
Burbage?
single raindrop in the storm.
I have like 2 greater healing ones, just saying.
I mean, Stormbringer is not currently its focus,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, you could just... I went over the table tactic.
Burbage
Yeah.
Burbage is going to use his fast hands to dip Bright Fang in the vial of black poison from the assassins in Cliff Mill.
Okay.
And then he's going to move forward. And yell out, "Oi! Stay away from my friends!" And he's going to stab it with Bright Fang again.
Okay. Give me an attack.
At advantage.
At advantage.
23.
23. Hits.
All right, the piercing is already at max at 6, so I won't re-roll that. I'll roll sneak attack. What can I roll to see? Do I roll anything for the poison, or are you?
It's probably a con save on his part.
Yeah, it'll be
okay.
a con save, and then
Okay. So I'll do sneak attack. 24.
Technically speaking, sneak attack damage takes the same type of damage as the weapon that does it, so your piercer feat would let you re-roll one of the ones.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's
Yeah.
considered a continuation of your weapon.
Sure, I didn't have to
Piercing
roll it on the bright
Yeah,
bright
but you
fang
can't
initial
here.
attack. All right,
And
let's,
there's a bunch of ones.
all right, let's
25.
add 1 to that then. 25
So that was
plus
21 plus 25, 46?
yeah, 46.
brilliant.
I do not have a bonus action to disengage or anything, so I'm just gonna fucking stay right up next to it. Fuck.
When you stab into it, immediately this red and black liquid just kind of pours out onto you. The massive thing. You're having a hard time even holding on to Bright Fang as it jerks and moves away. But as it does, you pull it out, maintain your weapon. Luckily,
Maybe, or do I want to leave it in and like fucking climb it? No, I'm
Ride
just-
the sandworm.
right.
I mean, yeah, that's also true. You could leave it in and just ride on top of it for a minute.
Do I from the physicality that I've seen this thing exert so far in combat, where would Burbage feel safer? Like hanging onto its back or back down on the ground?
I mean, there's no safe place. you
You would
don't
feel
believe.
safest in the tavern we left on the other side of
Yeah.
Federa.
Indeed.
Inside of this thing is safer than outside.
Sure. Yeah, Burbage is back down on the ground there. Yeah.
Okay. Stonebringer, you will no longer be stunned. Hikari, you are, and Charity are off. Nightmare is gone. Clementine.
Stunned, right?
I'm sorry?
Wasn't I stunned?
Oh, you were stunned as well. All right.
Yeah.
If I spend this whole thing not getting to do anything, I'm gonna be a little bit pissed off. Just warning you.
Yes, I'm gonna totally have you do nothing. That sounds fun.
I can't think of a comeback, but fuck you.
Got him.
Got me. All right. Burbage Kemp, does a 22 hit you?
Well, yes, it does.
I need you.
Does a 22 hit you?
Its stinger comes around, pierces into you.
Oh, you mean the stinger that broke off when its weapon broke?
No,
Nah.
not that
That
one.
was its mouth.
Yeah. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, Burbage Kemp.
Against poison. Against
It
poison.
is against poison. You
So I
stout
have-
halfling, you.
So I have a resistance against poison damage and advantage.
You also have advantage on the roll,
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what happens. 13.
I'm afraid that's not enough. Please take 26 piercing damage.
Well,
And sorry.
I do see this coming, so I'm uncannily dodging it. So I'm
Okay.
going to have the attack's damage against me. So can I take 13 instead
Yes,
of that type of damage?
of that piercing damage. Yeah.
Okay.
What about the poison damage that's coming?
Please take half of 66 poison damage.
Okay.
33.
That one's
I
actually an
don't-
even number.
Yeah.
I got that one. I'm just doing the subtraction in my.
Clem. Does
No,
a
I'm good. Thanks.
does a 16 hit you? Yes, I believe it does.
Fuck.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
But I'm bad at those. Wait, does it have a disadvantage on its attack still?
Disadvantage?
It was until the start of my next turn. So no.
Damn.
So no,
Okay.
yeah.
What is happening? Why is this happening now? Didn't Burbage just take his turn? What is this?
Yeah, but we all were
Everyone's
stunned.
stunned.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
everyone else just missed their turns.
So it went through Stormbringer.
We've gone
Hikari,
through- we've gone
Charity,
through-
Clem.
Everybody else is either stunned or not on this plane of existence anymore.
That
Okay.
would be a 6, Andy?
Do you want
Clearly
a
that
flash of
dodges.
Genius? Can you do that?
To an 11? Do I get the feeling that an 11 would save?
It ate
Yeah, I-
Clue's whole. I don't think the gnome is like, clearly I
That's
can
why
dodge.
That's why I didn't say it.
Yeah. It slams its bite into the ground next to you. You scurry back just a second. You try to crawl away. Its giant maw slams entirely over you and,
But I
take
injured
no
its
damage,
maw.
but it just swallowed. So.
and pulls up. You only take 20 piercing damage,
Okay. Okay.
and are now swallowed.
I can do things inside of the stomach, right? Or inside of the mouth?
You are restrained, but other than
Does
that,
that-
yes,
can
you
I
can
get to my
take
items?
actions and it took everything with you.
Cool, because I
Blow
have
it up from the
thoughts.
inside.
Oh yes. I have thoughts.
Do you have any more of those trees? Just make a tree grow from the inside of me.
Don't give away my ideas.
Sorry.
You'll give
Um,
Andy time to think about why I can't do that.
Burbage, you're looking around. You're the only one fully conscious and not stunned at the moment. Everyone else
I'm unstunned, right? I unstunned.
unstunned for flavor.
Okay.
Everyone else is either swallowed whole, unconscious, or stunned. And this looks really bad as it turns its giant toothy maw to a very injured Burbage Kemp. And that's where we're going to take our break right now.
You.
Was it? I'm just guessing here. This
Yeah.
thing that its insides are coated with its own poison. That black liquid probably didn't do shit.
No, it was good. It was very good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't have resistance to poison, honestly, which is
All right.
weird, but that's how it is.
Okay.
All right, everybody. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes. Hopefully Charity and Hikari are too.
We're going to come back with Charity and Akari. Yeah.
See y'all.
BRB.
Sorry, just making sure everything's hooked up.
I hate you so
Wow, wow.
What's going? Sorry. Welcome
much.
back,
Show us your
friends.
titties, Andy.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Please do not violate TOS.
Twitch TOS.
So you can show male nipples, right?
Those are for me
I don't
alone.
I don't think you can show male nipples.
Yeah,
Really?
I think it's just nipples.
You can't even have like somebody at the beach, like men. Anyway, sorry.
think
I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just keep rolling and not
but
risk
let's
it.
just all keep our shirts on just in case.
Let's see how far we can go. Tell me when.
Stop.
And
Welcome back to a D&D game.
obviously.
That's what this is. Professionals playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are in the midst of a real rough fight. Clem is swallowed. Burbage and Stormbringer have very little health. Charity, Hikari are gone for the moment. But you know what? Let's transfer over to something a little bit more peaceful. If not filled with inner turmoil.
Sorry. I just like, let's transfer to something more peaceful. Hikari, 20 hit points.
Yeah. Hikari, the fire recedes at the very moment where you watch the purple worm ingest Clem. Eris then leans over. This is what's occurring right now. But far worse would their fate be if you don't return. I know this doesn't seem like much of a choice.
Oh, does it? Does it not seem like much of a choice? Does it not, Eris? Does it? Does it? Does it not?
But I genuinely want to know what you're feeling. And as she's speaking, you see a woman come from behind her somewhere, sit down next to the fire. She pulls out a long elven-made blade and starts shink, shink, shink. She sharpens it in the firelight. Her hair is red. She has long braids. She's covered in tattoos. Muscular, really beefy woman. She's beautiful. And there's something that reminds you of her. Something in the way she's sharpening the blade, very similar to the way you do it, the way you've always done it. You don't think she's a former version of you, though? Because there are features here that you've never had. The eyes are sky blue. There's small horns that you've always made sure were hidden by hair, but they are protruding just a bit in the tight sort of braid of this woman. It does feel different. And then Eris speaks again. This woman doesn't seem to recognize your presence here or Eris's. She says, "Does this person look familiar to you? Hikari, do you remember her?"
I remember something about the name Asakara.
And at this, Asakara sort of kind of looks around as if something had startled her or she heard something. And she goes back, shink, shink. You're correct. This woman is Asakara, your daughter. A daughter from a long time ago. But your blood, do you remember your partner back then?
Asuna?
Yes. And at this, behind you, you hear a rustling and you turn around. There's a beautiful blonde-haired, blue-eyed elf, thin, tall, striding elegantly through the trees. Do you remember Surin? And a woman with long, flowing dress, using her her staff as a walking stick, as she is blind, walking through the trees. This would not be a bad place for you. This could be it right now. Or this place could be waiting for you when you've done all you need to in that realm. I hate to ask you, but your friends, if they will have you return, they will need you soon. What are you feeling right now?
Honestly, Eris, I'm feeling a little pissed off. Because isn't this what all you gods do? Where, oh, we just want what's best for you. Oh, like, but here's the carrot, here's the stick. You know, there's really a thing you want me to do. And luckily, I'm gonna do it. But not because of you, because of my friends. And because I can come back here then. Right? You said this is the last time around?
This is it. You will either have accomplished everything that has been set in motion or not. Either way, you will be done with that world.
Okay, I stand up and start like brushing the back of my pants off or whatever I'm wearing. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back. Obviously, you get what you want. But after this, you and I are gonna have a serious conversation about the rest of our relationship and what that means for us.
Why do you want to go back?
Seriously?
Are you just doing it out of duty? You can find meaning here, too. Why?
Obviously, I can. But I'm not gonna leave my friends like that. I'm not gonna just leave them to die when I can come back here easily. If this is my last life, that's all I really wanted, was just to know that there's an end and not keep doing this. All you had to do was talk to me about this. And I might have done it. But instead, you just cursed me with it. And that's why it was a curse, because I had no choice.
Kari, I shouldn't tell you this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was... Some people think that chaos and order are separate things. Knowing what we did of Behelit's intentions, we pushed the pebble long ago that would eventually turn into the landslide that you are. And I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice. I just kind of wanted you to know that.
Do you have anything to drink?
There is no alcohol here. This is hell. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's a beautiful place. Look around you. There are bottles everywhere, and you see different versions of druidic whiskey, and there's very fine dwarven scotch, and yes, all of a sudden, sort of a bar has appeared in the firelight behind you.
Well, now I'm not gonna leave. Are you serious? I'll go and pick up some of the, what did you say, fairy fire dwarven scotch? What did you say?
Sure.
Whatever
Yeah.
it was.
There's a fairy fire dwarven scotch. Yeah.
And I'm gonna open the bottle, come sit back down, take a drink, and then just look at Eris and say, accept your apology. We're still gonna have a talk about this later.
As you're looking at her, another Eris appears right next to you. Golden horns, everything, and she puts her hand on your shoulder and then sort of cups your cheek in her other hand, and there's a few tears in her eyes. I know you and I have not always been the most traditional of pairings, but I've always believed in you. You will make me so proud, and I can't wait to watch you. Thank you.
Just so you know, I'm doing this for my family, not for you.
Of course, yes. They are so very lucky. I will leave you a moment. You may return if you wish. And I will prepare a place for you when you come next. And Akari, I am always with you. Though you can't see me in anything ordered, you can always see me in the chaos of every decision you make. Goodbye. She slips back into the woods. The woman shink, fades away. Hakari Demarian, would you like to attempt to return to your friends?
Yes.
As you make this decision, the firelight then fades. You no longer hear the crackling of the wood, the crickets chirping, a bit of a wind kicks up further. It is now dark around you. You may leave, though you do not know where to go. And in the distance, there's a bright white light, shining and glistening silver. And next to it, a red flame. Do you advance on these lights?
Sure. Let's go see what it is.
It takes you an hour, 2 hours to make your way through the darkness. The light just getting slightly brighter and brighter, larger and larger, as eventually you see Charity standing next to Clue. Charity, you see deep in the darkness, barely lit by the light that you're producing, Hikari. What would you both like to do?
I think in response to that, Charity will hop on Clue's back to move faster. And almost at the same time, Charity's halos and Clue's mane sort of mix and both flare brighter. So now it's a silver red light as they sweep towards Hikari. And if they get to Hikari, Charity will just sort of leap off of Clue and hug Hikari. Oh, thank God I found you. You're kind of dying out there? Drying up?
Are you dead too?
You know how sometimes I can sort of hijack mental connections? I kind of did that to get here. Clue's here because he's bound to my soul, and apparently, it's going worse than we might have expected. He just described general sort of chaos and death and said something about the little one got swallowed. I don't know if it's Burbage or Clem. He didn't want to elaborate. He seems a little traumatized.
Yeah, let's get out of here. This place kind of creeps me out a little bit.
Do I feel like here I can use Find Greater Steed in order to give Clue full form again?
Yes. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
So I'm gonna lay my hand on him and just he'll flicker for a second and then seem more solid. All right, okay. Let's go. Glad to have you back. This is going to be unpleasant.
Glad to be back. Gods are dicks.
They really, really are. Oh, were you actually talking to a god?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I have some alcohol in my pack somewhere.
I hand you because I took the dwarven scotch with me.
Okay.
So I hand it to...
Charity's gonna take a pull of it and just hand it back to you. Okay. This is probably gonna suck. Also, part of my clothes burned off, and that's probably not a good sign.
The two of you, now finding each other, easily find the exit to this place. And once again, we are back in a sandstone temple. Both of you awake. Charity, you are able to stand up and help Hikari up next to you. Hikari, your hair is still glowing a bright gold, but your eyes are their red selves again. You quickly scan this battlefield, the purple worm bleeding all over the place, but still incredibly dangerous. You only You see Burbage squaring off against it, fighting it, dodging its attacks. You see Stormbringer shaking out of kind of a stupor, who leans on her glaive and is about to rejoin the battle as well. But you do not see Clem. You see a Randolph right in front of you, still lifeless. You see Meepus on the ground. And right now, Hikari Demarian, what would you like to do?
So who's awake right now?
Burbage and Stormbringer.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
yell.
Charity.
And Charity.
Yeah, and Charity. I'm gonna yell, "Where's Clem?"
Inside of it!
Oh shit. So I probably shouldn't like firestorm it or anything like that then.
No, you probably can. It's fine.
Does Clue pop back with us as well?
Oh yes, Clue does then.
Charity will sort of, Clue will whinny next to him. Clue said it's actually pretty, protected in there, except for the being digested part. So she might be fine.
So I went ahead and cast Shield of Faith, which raises my AC to 19. And then I'm going to get out my sword.
Okay.
Oh no, wait. I probably should heal myself a little more.
Well, you've already cast a spell.
That's a bonus action.
You can't cast another spell.
I can't cast another spell. Okay, I'll get out my sword and.
Hikari could drink a potion though, as an action.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, true. I could drink a potion. Okay, I'll drink. I'm trying to find it here. I'll drink one of the greater healing potions.
Okay. I believe that's 44 plus 4.
44 plus 4. Is that what you said?
4d4.
4d4.
Okay.
I can just roll for you if you want.
Thank you. I think.
Ooh,
this
good.
is
14.
I got 14.
18 total.
18. Okay, and can I just pull out my sword to get it ready for next time?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Would you like to move?
I don't want to get. I'll get closer, but I don't want to get close enough. It can like. You know what I mean? Get an attack. And. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it is looming over you. This is already the case.
Hold on, I wasn't looking at it. I'm going to jump away enough that it hopefully can't get me
Okay.
too much.
Charity.
So coming through, Clue is back up, and I assume that since Clue and Charity can speak telepathically, I've gotten sort of an account of general picture of what had happened.
Yeah.
Charity's gonna sort of breathing heavily, be like, shit. Flip out daggers, and step forward.
Okay.
And here's a thing I've never done: rolling an attack with Charity. I think both of my daggers are the same, so
Okay.
like they're the same stats.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have advantage because it's glowing.
It is glowing still.
19.
Actually, would this be a concentration from Clem or from?
No, because it's a
Fairy,
item.
fairy fire
right?
isn't.
It's not
It's not
concentration.
concentration. Oh, well then fuck it. Never mind. 19 actually hits.
The fairy fire on him was. Oh, right. Clem's spell. Interesting.
So 6 damage,
All right.
and then
You
Charity.
stab into it.
Charity will pivot and use the stranger's dagger in his offhand, looking
Okay.
weirdly like Calorin in certain ways. A little bit of the thieving instinct coming back.
As none of you have really watched Charity fight like this, he is quick. He is purposeful in his movements. It's a bit of a dance. to be honest.
23. And
23
4
hits.
damage, not 5, because it's my offhand weapon.
All right.
It has the correct stats.
Okay.
Charity looks up. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Charity. How's it going?
Clue.
Let's see. Clue is going to close into range and try to, as much as he can, sort of interpose himself between Charity and the worm. And then kick.
18 does hit.
Oh, okay.
And a 19 hits.
Oh, it was a 17 that didn't hit before. Okay.
Yeah.
16 bludgeoning, 6 fire.
All right.
And I'd like to say, as Charity sort of dances in, stabbing, Clue is almost folding into that. And you are getting this sense of, like, red and silver flames whipping around each other.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Clem,
Hey.
please start your turn by taking 20 acid damage
Cool.
as you are being digested by this thing, restrained, and the acid is eating away at you and your clothes.
I am going to think back to when we were trying to escape that big castle area
Yes.
and how successful and helpful I was then. And I'm going to restrained attempt to reach into my bag and pull out the soil that I have, because I mentioned it last time, and one of the coins of the forest.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attempt to throw them together into the gullet of the worm.
Beautiful.
Nice.
It's really not very hard to get into the gullet of the worm because you're there.
Yeah,
You're there.
just
More
kinda
or less
drop it.
dropping it.
Yeah. What do I gotta do?
All right. Go ahead and roll 10d10 for me.
Will do. Okay, yep, can't even select that on the thing, so /r 10d10. That is a 47.
47. The side of this creature everyone sees opens up. A gigantic tree starts to spout out of it. The blood is everywhere, shooting all over the place. Clem, you topple out the side
Can I
of this
try and
thing.
grab onto a limb as it's growing?
You can? Yeah,
I just want to see if I can ride the tree out of the worm, because I feel like that would be
let's
cool.
do it.
That is really cool.
What do I need to roll?
Give me an acrobatics check. Roll
Not
a
a strength.
Roll a 14 or better.
Nice.
19.
And everyone sees in slow motion Clem holding on to a limb growing and expanding up and out of this creature. And Clem has a smile on her face.
Just cackling madly. Just
Until- Until the tree hits the ceiling and crumbles and breaks and starts to shatter the sandstone above.
No, Lena.
I mean, that was weirdly perfectly timed.
It was doing the
sound.
thing again where you're
That
making an
was-
awful noise.
That was such a scary sound.
It was the sound of the sandstone.
Yes, it worked
ceiling
really well for
crumbling.
that, but I'm just like, please stop. No more.
Oh, sorry, Lena.
I will need Hikari, Charity, Burbage, and Clue to make dexterity saving.
Do I need to roll anything to stay on the tree as it continues, or? No.
No.
Let's let dexterity saving throw, you said?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh no, so sorry.
It's so startling every time. Jesus Christ.
Fine.
Oh, Hikari, that's a miss.
Oh god, no.
Yeah, it's a critical.
Well, I
miss.
tried to come back to help.
Let
No,
me
you're
let me double check one thing really quick.
Oh no!
Our faces are
Jesus.
so funny. We're like,
And that one was
No.
surprising because she wasn't even
There's no
on.
video.
It's just this giant purple worm hissing at all of us.
That's what it is, yeah. It's hissing because it has a fucking 60-foot tree growing out of its abdomen. Worms don't have
Yeah.
abdomens, you know what I mean. Lena, did you Google why do I sound like a horrible eldritch hissing sound every time I try to talk? No, you didn't? Okay.
Sorry, I will make my dex throws now. I was just trying to
Yeah, you're good.
remember if there was any effective find greater steed on saving throws. Oh, Clue, buddy. You've been doing so good. I'm going to assume an 8 fails, so instead I succeed.
So you take 10 damage for anyone who failed. And Burbage, you are fine. Clem, you are you're good.
I'm riding this tree up into the fucking sky.
And I'll stand by I used the second charge on the Code of Evasion. Because that to me seems fair because I didn't know what the damage would be.
Sure. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And Charity really doesn't want to get crushed to death by a tree. It was such a bad day, and then a good day, and then potentially a bad day.
This thing is still alive, but barely, as it's twitching on the ground. It snaps over at you, Burbage. $18? Does that hit?
My armor class is 19 because of the resilience.
Then it bites into you, and you are just able to kind of hold its teeth from you. It's in an incredibly weakened state. You are almost again swallowed, but you can now look down its gullet out to the other side and see Hikari.
Nice.
Let's have Lena check her.
I wave at.
Burbage waves back at the Kari. Hey, how was your nap?
A little freaky.
Cool, cool.
Looks like I missed everything.
Stormbringer got stunned. She's just coming unstunned. While she was stunned, she was making bizarre hissing noises.
Oh my goodness.
Let us see.
We can actually probably keep rolling if you want to. Lena shook her head at the idea of testing them.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, now we just can't hear you
Yeah, we can't hear you at all.
at all.
I think.
Nope, nothing.
Oh,
Lena's
poor
face was
Lena.
one of pure just aggravation.
I'm so sorry, Lena. I mean, could you just run over to Galway and talk through Galway for if you
She
have?
could also just type.
Also
I
true.
mean,
Yeah, we like
Either is fine. Well, yes, but I thought that maybe it would be less effort.
We can roll
Right.
for you if you want to do something. Okay, so that was its bite. It's gonna go ahead and try to sting you, Charity.
How could we not?
No, Lena, it's not your turn.
Soon. 28 hit.
Yeah, it does, Andy. It's not twice my armor class or anything.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
$19.
Wow. You're only going to take 21 piercing and 22 poison.
So 43.
Yeah. Wow. That was a
Instinctually,
low roll for it.
without even thinking about it, because this is what he does when he gets fucking hit. I am going to try to cast Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
as a tiefling spell.
Yeah.
Does it work? Or
It does. Yes. As a racial ability.
DC 19 saving throw.
Dex is right.
Yeah,
Or wisdom.
Dex.
I don't know why that. Oh god, a 1. not a natural, but
So we rolled a 3 based on
Yeah.
the previous maths.
This is funny. Charity, please paint me a picture
Oh.
of how you kill the purple worm.
All right, so Clue had sort of been doing this like twining dance of attacks and stabs, etc. And I'd like to think that as Charity gets stabbed and almost gets lifted slightly, he turns that into a spin, and forming in his hand, passing through Clue's mane is almost a chunk of red and silver fire that he'll like shoot up into its head and then fall backwards, sort of rolling and tucking back down. Ow! It's still moving, even with the tree. Ow.
I seem to remember you saying sarcastically, "Oh yeah, I won't have you do anything. That would be fun." Well, so far I did my Shield of Faith and drank a potion. So
Well, whose fault was that?
I
Oh.
wanted to get at least one last Tremors call back in. And
Make it as a
Listen,
quippy
I'm
closing remark.
sorry that I did a really strong growing a tree inside
no,
of
it
it.
was
No,
awesome.
it's Andy's fault. He should have given this thing more hit points.
God,
yeah,
Andy.
come on, Andy.
You
Like, what
barely
the
even
fuck?
almost killed us.
Okay, even in service of the bit, what the shit? This is like the closest we've come to a party wipe in 2 seasons.
I was gonna do a whole scene mirroring Hikari's scene with Eris, where Burbage talked with the image of an actor in Federo named Floppy Bacon, who's known for this big
Wow.
thing called 6 Degrees of Floppy Bacon, where everybody in Federo was at least 6 degrees from Floppy Bacon. And Floppy Bacon was going to tell Burbage and remind him about the play Tremors, where he lured the big worm into a trap. And then I was going to bring back the fucking Thunder Sigils. Andy, you gotta give us a challenge.
What a pity that will be lost to the tides of chance and time.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to share it with the world.
Can you hear me normally now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's wrong.
Nothing's
So if I do
wrong.
it again.
Everything's fine.
Sorry, Lena.
If you see
Sorry,
if you see
this-
screeching and pain, that'll be
Yeah.
a sign that it's not going well.
Sorry, this wasn't much more difficult for
No, you're good, Andy.
So
I'm gonna stand
that-
up for you here. You're good. You're good.
We almost died. I don't know what Adam was saying.
I'm just
We
gonna say,
almost died.
if I hadn't made
did
that
you-
saving throw, I would have been KO'd.
Lena, did you
Yeah.
not hear my Tremors?
We
bit?
don't need to do it again. It's
I
okay.
can't listen to more than one thing at once, and my brain was talking, so I couldn't hear you talking.
Oh, that's too bad.
So sorry.
It was genius.
Thanks, Darcy.
So Clem, you climb down from the massive tree that is
Tree worm.
now precariously holding up the ceiling as it was destroying it. All of you are really hurt. You're breathing, panting heavily.
What's above the ceiling? Is it just another chamber, or is it?
So as you were up in the tree, it looked like just sand, essentially. That sand is now kind of steadily falling down the tree and
Oh.
covering up the bottom.
Charity's gonna look at that. Oh, good. Oh, God.
It's like we're in an hourglass.
I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I feel fine.
We still have to get through this whole tunnel with all the traps and everything too. I mean, this temple.
Yeah,
I think
good
we
point.
should take an 8-hour nap before
Well-
we try to get through this whole tunnel.
First, let's.
Also,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hikari,
try and
you were all
slide down the
glowy
tree.
and stuff, but now you're back.
Yeah, Kari, what was with your freaky nap? And then Charity, it was like freaky nap time in here. You just went back to
Yeah.
sleep, went to sleep right next to it.
Did
Yeah,
was it like a rest? So you're healed now?
I don't know. I don't remember what happened. And I look away.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't usually remember what happens when I go to sleep either. I think that's kind of what sleeping is.
I
Berber just-
certainly didn't, make a pact and come back for you guys. That's all I have to say. So, whatever.
Oh, okay, that's weirdly specific about
Yeah,
what you
well-
didn't do
Yeah,
while you were
I know.
sleeping.
In your mind, you'll hear Charity's voice. Thank you.
Berber's just gonna walk over and kick Mavis's body, but as a medicine check.
Give me a medicine check, please, with disadvantage.
Because I'm kicking him?
Yeah.
Because you're using your foot to check it.
That seems fair.
I was like,
15. 15.
15. You hear him go, "Oh, you bitch!"
yeah, he's alive. Oh.
Can I try and slide down the tree and get to Randolph?
Yeah, absolutely. Meepus made all of his saving throws, or his death saving throws.
Lucky
Wow.
bastard.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Did Randolph make death saving throws?
No. No.
Was outrighted?
Yeah, Randolph had 5 hit points.
Oh, no, Randolph, 20 hit points.
20 hit points is not 90
Still.
make. Yeah.
That's fair. Do I feel like I could do anything for him?
Poor Randall.
You can put them back together. Yeah, you could just make another one.
Okay,
Use
so can I
another-
kind
use
of like
parts of the purple
awkwardly...
one. Use parts of the purple worm.
Oh, yeah. So first things first. I'm gonna take Randolph. I'm gonna shove all his parts as best I can into my
Okay.
bags. And then I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, Randolph. All right, we'll put you back together. You'll be better next time. More resilient, more happy to be touched, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's also your choice. Yeah, let's see what we can get." And I'm gonna try and see what I can get from the purple worm.
Give me an investigation check.
I will.
Crit fail.
Crit fail for an 11, but does it count as a fail, or if I add stuff to it, it's still okay? I don't know if you like a fail. It's a fail. It's a fail.
Crits technically don't count for
Okay.
checks. So if you
I'm
want to
so
add,
sad.
that's fine.
Oh, they don't count for checks. Okay, then I'll add 5 to make it 16.
What do you mean they don't count for checks? I don't understand what that
Critical
means.
failures or successes aren't actually by rule a thing on skill checks. It's only
Yeah.
attacks.
Which is why sometimes you can roll a 20 and only get a couple things and not like worth a 35. Yeah.
You just broke Adam's whole world.
I guess.
I mean, I'm almost be tired and misremembering every crit fail that Burbage has ever rolled that was treated as a crit fail.
You haven't made that many as a hobbit,
As a hobbit?
as a halfling.
Well,
I mean, don't get me wrong, you've rolled a lot of ones. They've
That
not
and
always ended up.
the
as one.
the intimidation check with Bright Fang was a double crit fail.
I think that
That's
just had
true.
to be honored. Because
Yeah,
it was
but
a
also-
Because that
double
was
crit
also
fail.
4 dice.
Yeah, and also like it doesn't like if you roll a crit fail, it's still a very low roll. So you some of the teeth you find a little bit of the plating and a little bit of the stomach acid.
Okay, so I got purple worm, teeth. Everything I've gotten has been helpful so far. So, purple worm, not everything, not even close. Plating and purple worm stomach acid.
Yeah, there are some poison sacs that it has that you're not sure with that roll how exactly to
Damn.
find and work without being extremely dangerous.
I'm so sad.
Could I check with medicine if Clem told me?
Try
Further?
kicking it with medicine.
It worked for Burbage.
It does. You can check with medicine, sure.
Just sort of like it's open enough that at this point I figure, given anatomy and physiology knowledge, I could at least think about it. Oh, guidance.
Well, everyone's doing this.
10.
Can I cast Mass Cure Wounds?
Oh, that'd be really helpful.
Please.
And can I cast it twice? Because I have 2 spell slots.
Sure.
Cool.
I'm at
And
32.
yeah, it'll be for all of us. So I might need you to roll. So Andy will
Oh,
see.
that's fine. No problem. Just let me know what to roll. Charity, yeah, with a 10.
3d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
And you'll need to do that twice because I'm going to do it twice.
$32.
And what is my spellcasting modifier? Is it 4?
I think so,
It
yeah.
would be
Wisdom?
more than that, wouldn't it? Oh.
Yeah, I get confused about that.
Or maybe it's 3.
Is it wisdom? Because it's 4 on my
It
thing.
is wisdom. Yeah, 4.
You get a plus with your proficiency bonus too.
Not for
First.
this, it's just counting off of the... It's the ability
Oh.
modifier of the...
Okay, because I was like, my
Oh.
spell attack bonus is 10.
Yeah. That's for spell
Okay.
attack bonuses, but for things like if you have Agonizing Blast on a Warlock, it's just going off of the straight Charisma mod.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's 32.
How
Um,
much did we heal?
32.
Oh, cool. That's double what I have right now.
Oh, I feel
much double less what I had.
impaled.
I still feel pretty impaled for, Stormbringer, but I'm looking less like I've been through a meat grinder.
Corey, did you target Meepus as well?
Nah.
Okay, fair.
And I could because I have up to 6 people. But I'm not gonna.
I love
Okay.
Hikari.
Sorry, part of me just wants inside Clem's bag. The little bits of Randolph start moving slightly.
Just twitching, like.
What's more powerful, the superior healing potion or the extreme Baja Blast healing potion?
I don't recall.
Wow, that's a question.
You don't remember?
I think the Extreme Baja Blast was the superior. if I remember
Yeah.
right. And we just called it
Well,
something different.
Oh. Well,
I
then
think it was the most powerful one, yeah.
Hikari, as you cast this spell, your hand splits into 20 different hands
What the fuck?
and then comes back together.
I hold my hand out and I'm like, dude, something's going on with my hands.
Did we see that as she was doing that, or is this just like she's seen it?
Just seems like she's seeing it. Hikari, you suddenly remember every single time you've ever cast this spell. And it hurts. Oh, it hurts so bad. Your brain is almost gonna pop, it seems. And then you're back. You're okay. Oh. And Hikari, your vision tunnels for a second. You remember this temple. You remember the last time you were here. The last time Charity was here. This is where you died. This is where Charity killed you. Your necklace is probably in here somewhere. And you look around at your friends who are all kind of looking at you cautiously. and you can't remember their names.
Oh.
Charity's gonna hold out a bottle of alcohol.
I take it because I take any alcohol from anyone. Do I know who they are, or I just can't remember their names? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're probably your friends. You've had so many friends. So many friends. Is it Eliel? Is it no? Is it Stugan? No. Is it is it Diskin? Spodek? Burbage? You have no idea who these people are. You're going through the names. They're friends. They're kind to you. They're no. It's starting to come back. Burbage is right. Snow Mountain Baller, Clementine Purse, Charity of the Family. These are something. Yeah, you're starting to get it.
You okay there, Hikari?
Charity. Yes, I am okay.
Anytime someone seems to come back from something stunned and then seems like they're having to take effort to recollect my name, that's an insight check. I've been trying to kill. Multiple gods have tried to kill me at this point.
Smart.
21.
With a 21 insight. Hikari's, you can tell what this is. Hikari's trying to remember you and is having trouble all of a sudden.
Has something happened to your memory? I say this as a person with first-hand experience.
And Hikari, it's almost as if you're just remembering too much all of a sudden. And you can't remember what adventure you're currently on, who you're supposed to kill, or which lover you've recently taken. It's slowly coming back, but it's too much is coming back. It's flooding you.
Do I get the sense that that's happening since something similar has happened to me?
Yes, yeah, you would recognize this.
Oh, but I don't. Does Charity also recognize the temple?
No.
Okay.
Not yet. Yeah.
Yes, I'm Charity. You're doing all right. We just got you back from some other place. You touched the statue. It drew you into some other mental world. I went after you. We came back. All hell was breaking loose. Clem rode a tree through a giant worm.
Do I
Normal
remember
stuff.
anything? Normal stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Thursday.
I mean, yeah, distantly you remember it, but it's like one of hundreds of thousands of memories. It's like it happened 30 years ago for you.
So I'm gonna quickly kind of just sit on the ground and put my head down, and my hair's covering my face, and I'm just sort of rubbing my head. Oh, he's clicking a lot.
Two serpent-like figures emerge from cracks in the walls, grow kind of to their full height. It's like they're women with snake bodies, 6 arms. And they say to the rest of you, "Trespasses in this temple, you will follow us."
Hey, I got more trees where that one came from.
Ow.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of Goats and Dragons, Fates of Ryn.
He didn't die.
Didn't die.
Okay, except for Clue, actually, technically.
Okay, Clue
Hey,
and Randolph.
Randolph.
Oh, that's true. But I forgot that you
Right.
can't just like. Well, I guess that would be the same logic. Because I can spree summon Clue as a summon, so
Right, I have to rebuild him and enchant him.
you can rebuild him better.
I gotta think about what other parts I want to
I
use.
almost did that.
faster.
The $6 million Randolph.
That's so funny.
That's
Uh,
very good.
That is good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for tonight. Friends, please see us again on the 19th when we're going to play our next Halloween game. I don't remember when Fates of Ryn is going to happen again. Tier, I think, is next as far as our normal Friday
On
stuff.
the 19th Wednesday, we will have a Halloween game. On the 20th, potentially Spire. And then on the 21st Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we will have more Tier.
And on the 22nd, another Halloween game. So, we are chocked full of content this month, which is awesome and fun. Thank
Also
you.
on the 28th. Halloween.
And on the 28th and on the 29th.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. Darcy and I and Galway Darcy and I are in the one on the 28th. Galway is running the one on the 29th, which I'm also in. It's going to be, so much good stuff. Thank you all for playing. Excellent job, players. That was intense. Hikari, amazing. A lot of really good stuff.
Heartwarming.
So nice. God, we love Hikari. So thank you for watching. We love you. Take care of yourselves, and we're gonna see you next time, friends. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Tomb Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of me, lady, who descended for thee. When she leaves me sighing, leaves me into darkness, I call